It is time to talk about gearboxes. This is a version 2 gearbox commonly found in the Lancer Tactical Gen 3. These will also be found in the Mayo Gang MGC4. Let's open it up. First, let's take the spring out. So this doesn't fling out when I open it up. Now let's get all of these screws off. Okay, we've got all of the screws out, and now it's time to open the gearbox. Now about here, it feels like your whole world is about to fall apart, but it's fine. It's just going to fall apart. So this side, you can just put off to the side. We're not going to be dealing with this. So we have got lots of stuff going on here. I know this is all a mess. This isn't really what it's supposed to look like because it fell apart. When I opened it, they always fall apart usually because there's springs everywhere holding it together, and yeah, it really likes to fall apart. And this thing is your MOSFET. And this little button right here is your electronic trigger. And this is what makes your gun shoot. Let's take this thing out so you can see it. And this little MOSFET thing is amazing. I'm very glad that they added it to the Lancer Tactical Gen 3 gearboxes. And there you have it. This is how to take it apart. And now I'm going to show you how to put it all back together. Okay, Now that we have everything in place, now we get to get this plate on there. We have to line it up with all these pins that come out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lining up with these ones on the top. So this is always a really fun part because everything feels like it's fighting against you. So don't feel discouraged while you're doing this. There's a couple tricks that makes it a lot easier. And so let's make sure everything is lined up as good as we can. This thing, it's frustrating. It's called the anti-reversal switch. It never likes to stay in the spot where it's supposed to be. So this one's always kind of a fight. You gotta kind of push it in funny. But then this arm has to go behind this shim. And so it goes like right there on here, right against that bump that goes there. So it pulls us back and stuff with the spring. But always make sure that's down there like that. I like to take a knife, and there's this little spot here where you can just lay your knife, and I just push down on it and I can let go without it wanting to fling up like it does. That's how it sits. And see, now I don't have to do anything. I can release my finger off of there, and now it's just gonna sit right there and I don't have to do anything. Now I can take the other side of the gearbox, lay it on top. Everything's going together like it should. I can pull it out of there, and now it's being held on. And now this thing down here, it's a little thing that's spring-loaded. We push that thing in, push it in, and now make sure everything's lined up. Let's get the anti-reversal switch lined up. Okay, so now the anti-reversal switch is in. I gotta get this gear in. Everything is coming together. That fell out, and there we go. The gearbox is now back together. And sometimes when you don't do everything right, when I was first dealing with gearboxes, I would get everything like it would look like this, but we'd have gaps all along here. You should not ever see the big gaps. These should always be closed, and everything should be flush. So yes, there we go. That's how to put it back together. Now I'm going to put all of these screws back in. Okay, now we have all the screws back in. Now let's put the spring back in. Okay, there we go. And now this thing is ready to put back into your gun. I hope this video helped you out with your version 2 gearbox or with your Lancer Tactical Gen 3 version 2 gearbox. I hope to be making more videos like this in the future, and I will see you next time. This has been Tactical Toby Airsoft, and as always, thanks for watching.